In this video, we're going to discuss the role of the trail foot, how it's going to move on the downswing into impact to improve your strike. Check out this video. So I'm dropping the wedge, but I'm dropping it at the right point. And actually that was nice and down the target line. Jon Watts here from the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me in the indoor studio, and today's video, as I mentioned there in the intro, is all going to be about the role of the trail foot and how that trail foot should be moving into impact to help me maintain my posture, so keep my spine angle, and ultimately really improve the contact that I'm creating. If this video is relevant to you, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you enjoy the content, comment below. Great to hear from you guys, any videos you'd like to see. And if you're new to my channel as well, please do consider subscribing. If you hit the little bell icon, it just notifies you every time a new video goes live also. So I'm going to demonstrate today's video with a mid-iron. I'm going to use another club that's going to go under my trail foot. This is still relevant with different golf clubs. I'm just going to be demonstrating with a mid-iron. What I like to see on the downswing is I do like to see in the transition the trail heel staying down if we could. I see a lot of players getting their trail hip moving up early and losing posture where the hips start moving forwards towards the golf ball. As that happens, generally the head will go backwards to compensate. The player effectively gains height and they struggle to make contact from there, often striking it low out the head, so a little bit thin. Players who are early extending this way, rather than their body rotating open, the body tends to stall, and often we see a lot of hand action through impact as well. So if you're someone who feels like they loses posture or scoops a lot of impact, often it is caused by that trail heel coming up early and the posture being lost. So as a simple exercise, simple drill that you can do with any sort of wedge, and you may have seen me do this before if you're not new to my channel. It's not particularly a new video, just something I wanted to refilm. If we pop it underneath our trail heel here, what we're trying to feel is that it stays down in the transition, okay? The pressure is moving towards my lead side, but I'm keeping my backside out. I'm not getting my heel come up early where the wedge would drop. So heel up early, wedge drops to the floor. What I want to try and get the sensation of is the pressure moves towards my lead side, my trail heel is still down, and I want to try and get the sensation that into impact, it drops, but it's dropping because my trail heel is rolling inwards. Okay, so I want this movement of the trail foot, trail knee going towards my lead side more than I want the heel coming up early. Obviously the heel will be coming up a certain amount, but we just don't want excessive movement forwards towards the toes. So we're trying to keep the feeling of the heel staying down and then the right foot, the trail foot, starting to roll towards the lead side, okay? Let me hit one of those and then we'll discuss what we're actually trying to do through impact and almost the progression from this drill, how I would then take it to a swing without the wedge there. So I'm just going to set up, as I said, this is with a 6-iron that I'm hitting here, but it could be any club. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be full pace to start with. So in setup position, lift up the trail heel, pop the wedge underneath. And what I want to try and get the sensation of is heel staying down, and then my trail foot, trail knee is going to move towards my lead side into impact, okay? So I'm dropping the wedge, but I'm dropping it at the right point. And actually that was nice and down the target line. Took a little bit of speed out of it. I've just set the green at 180 rather than what I normally hit a 6-iron, closer to the 190 finish. One more of those. That was a good one though. So I shouldn't sound that surprised, should I? Trail heel staying down. Here I want that right side for me as a right-handed golfer moving towards my lead side. We'll talk about what the lead side does in just a second to respond into impact. One more of those. Just pushed it a fraction right to target. Contact felt lovely. Really felt like I got that pressure onto my lead side, but it felt like I got there more into impact with that wedge dropping. So I really want the right side for me as a right-handed player, so our trail side, moving towards my lead side. Now what my lead side should do is not continue to slide, it should start to get out the way. So it starts to rotate and it starts to extend. So my trail knee, trail foot moves inwards towards my left knee, so my lead side, and my lead side responds by opening up, getting out of the way. You can see as my hip starts to rotate out the way, my leg starts to straighten, or we quite often say posting on that lead leg. And that's really going to help me improve my quality of contact. When I see someone who's still got that trail knee bent into impact, they tend to have to try and bend these arms as well. So a great feel for is just then going into some real small movements, little quarter swings. And we're trying to get the feeling that our trail foot, trail knee goes inwards towards my left side, and my left side, my lead side, just extends and gets out of the way. So it's that feeling and just a little quarter swing, a little punchy move. Okay, don't worry about the direction, pushed it a little right, but really strike was right out of the center. Really got that feeling of right side, trail side moving inwards towards my left side, my lead side.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Got out the way. I always get Siri involved here. So that movement, trail side towards my lead side up and out of the way, so it's rotating. Just the feel I want to try and create into impact. Now you could do something quite simple for that trail foot. Last exercise, I won't even really hit one here, but if I just put a bottle and left a small gap just on the outside of my trail foot here, I'm trying to get the sensation of it rolling this way rather than going backwards, okay? So that's, yes, I'm rotating, but all my pressure's on my back foot. So I'm trying to get that feeling of my trail side moving towards my lead side responds, gets out the way really open. So that's the sensation I'm looking for into impact. Let me hit one full shot to finish with. I definitely don't want to hit another one because I can't hit it much straighter, much better than that, but lovely feel for me into impact, getting that trail side towards my lead side, getting my lead side out of the way. So whether you're struggling with maintaining posture, whether you're not really getting onto that left side, or whether you're not getting your body open enough at impact, these simple exercises are really going to help. If you concentrate on what the trail foot, the trail side is doing into impact, it can really help that lead side respond and get out of the way. As I mentioned at the start, if this does help, hit the thumbs up, share it with as many golfers as you can, and please do consider subscribing.